Oh, hello. We didn't hear you come in there.
Come on, sit down. Sit in front of the fire.
Have a glass of mulled wine. And put on your best Christmas lingerie.
Oh, I already have been.
Because it's time for our Christmas special at an Idea podcast.
The 12 Ideas of Christmas.
That's right. We're bringing you a bonus selection of 12 ideas.
6 ideas each.
Yes. Oh, I've done 3. I thought you were doing 8.
Oh.
Which still wouldn't be enough.
Only 11. Christ, you haven't thought this through. Maybe we should come back next year. Well, great podcast. Thanks for listening, everyone.
No, I'm sure we'll come up with one. But, yes, so you're joining us live on the 24th of December.
Yes, Christmas Eve.
Kicked our families out. They've gone to see a show, and we've decided to spend Christmas Eve together.
Our families have gone a wassailing.
Yes.
Or something, I don't know. I don't really care.
To get some wassail.
That's it. Which I think is what the Russians would call fossils.
Ah.
Like, I found this wassail.
Well, you know better than I do. But yes, so we've got some ideas we'd like to share with you and spend Christmas Eve with you.
Oh, let's do it.
So let's play the Christmas-themed intro.
Well, Ben, before we get into our ideas, you want me to try that again? I've already tried the mulled wine. Very nice. Before we get into our ideas, I've got a little something for you. It's just behind my back.
Oh, it's your coat.
It is. Well, underneath the coat.
Oh, it's a present.
It's a little present.
And I've just so happened to have a present for you.
Oh, look at this. Oh, look at the
Shall we swap
paper.
them
Let's
and then we
swap
can
them.
open each other's presents?
Do you want to go first or shall I go first?
Well, I'll go first since
You
you
go
gave me
first.
mine first.
Oh.
So, we should explain actually. Each year, Mike and I, we have a set of categories. So
Yeah, we try to challenge each other in rather than just getting us random stuff.
yeah, so
we try to
sometimes it's like we got to buy a book of
Yeah,
DVD
something food
game.
related or
Yeah, so this year it was get something from somewhere we've been. So I went
Yes.
to Comic Con.
I
Mike
went to the range because
Mhm.
I'm cheap.
something for the podcast, which is what we got.
Oh yes, something helm-made.
Helm-made.
Helm-made. I was
We'll
going to
get
say
Nick
handmade. Decided to say homemade. It was helm-made.
So I got Nick Helm to make you a present. Yeah, and then a wild card.
Wild
So that could be anything.
Dun-dun.
So this is our present to open on the podcast.
Yes.
So I shall open mine
We are
now.
on the podcast.
Do you want to prelude it with anything?
Well, I was going to say, I did want to originally get a T-shirt with the logo on.
Oh.
An idea logo. You remember I asked you for the logo, like, randomly months ago? That was for that, but I couldn't get it, I'm afraid.
Oh, no worries. So you got me this
I
instead?
got you this. Hopefully, it's something related to the podcast, so.
Hey!
It's a neon wall sign
that's
that
cool.
says, on air.
That's very cool. Oh, we should put this on now because we are on here.
We are, it's USB. There's a little button, but it looks a bit shit.
Hey!
Hopefully it looks better once it's like properly plugged in and everything.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's such a good idea.
Oh, thank you.
It's related to the podcast as well.
Yeah. I thought while we're on the podcast,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, we'll get a photo of that later.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, mate. That's brilliant. I really like that.
There's no problem. I'm glad you like it. I've got your present here.
Yes, and I shall tell you before you open it.
Go on.
Because I thought it's something to open on the podcast. And similar to that, I thought I'd get you something you can use on the podcast as well.
Ooh. Is it elocution lessons? Oh, crap. Paper's flying everywhere. Oh, what the hell? I haven't even opened it yet. The sound machine. Oh, that's brilliant. That goes on for ages,
It's not
doesn't it?
meant to be clapping.
It is, yeah.
Sounds like walking
Oh.
when you don't like my idea.
That's brilliant.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh, good. Nope. Someone's in the kitchen.
Yay! When the snowman.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I just had an idea. That's supposed to be a light bulb. It does sound like someone pressing a lift.
Yeah, I think.
Cashier number 1, please. Hey. Oh, this is a little drum. Oh, I like that.
They all go on a bit longer than they should, don't they?
Oh, I really don't like that idea, Ben. They run out of ideas at the end. Let's just record Bob. That's such an unpleasant bit. It's the bit at the beginning that he's about to be sick. This is going to be the rest of the show, this is. Well, Ben, only one thing I have to say to this present. Well done. Thank you very much.
Keep a dropping marbles. You're welcome.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, Christmas is already excited. It started. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Oh, it's so exciting.
I can't wait for proper Christmas tomorrow, since this is live and all.
Oh, yes. This
Christmas
is
Eve.
pre-Christmas Christmas.
It is. It's a pre-Christmas present. I very much appreciate it.
And I do mine too.
Ah, thank you. We'll get
I know.
pictures. Well, I think there's nothing more to say other than... Sounds like a fat man jumping into a pool.
On the first day of Christmas, an idea came to me.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you. So, well, and you too, sorry. Taking all the credit for that.
You sounded like two people when you can harmonise with yourself.
So, my first idea
Yes.
is to do with sort of where we are now, is preparing for Christmas.
Ah.
So, I thought we should have an app called December. And it's obviously
You
without...
like your apps with the R, don't you?
Yeah, so like, with no E before the R.
Yeah.
Like Tumblr.
Yeah.
Or Distractor.
Distractor, that was it.
Well, it just sounds modern.
It does, yeah.
Easier to copyright as
Like
well.
10 years ago, it'd be I Christmas or something like that. I December. I Planner.
iPlanner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, anyway.
So the idea is it's an app that helps you do everything to do with planning Christmas. So you can do your Christmas presents. It shows you got a table, like who you buy for, make a note of ideas and your budget, and tick them off when you got them. You can put a link to where you need to buy them if you're doing it online.
Oh.
You got your tree decoration planner, so it's got like a little picture of a tree, and you can sort of draw on what you want.
Yeah.
Christmas dinner and snacks, so it's got like recipes and ingredients, like shoppings. You can, if you need to buy stuff, you can list the ingredients. You can also look at recipes. Cards, who you've got to write cards for. A schedule to plan your day. Like, so if you're doing stuff with family or you're going out, you can say, we need to be leaving at this time. And
get back into the turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if there's stuff on TV as well, you can put the schedule.
I like that.
And then also thank you cards if you need to.
Yeah.
Like, you can make a note of who brought you what, so you can say thank you.
That's good.
So it's, anything you can think of to do with Christmas, it's planned.
Could you, like, if you did it this year, could you also have it sort of planned for next year? So this time next year, you'd say, okay, this guy sent you a card. These people sent you cards, so you need to send them one this year.
Yeah, set reminders as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good idea.
Oh, thank you.
Could you have it for if you were cooking your turkey and you had to baste it every 45 minutes? Would it give you a little bleep every 45 minutes?
Yep. I mean, it's getting quite complicated now, like with all this stuff, but...
Do you realize Christmas is fairly complicated?
Yeah.
But like you were just saying, you write down what you need to get and how much it is and where you can get it from, and cards you need to send to people. I do that anyway, so to have it all on one thing would be pretty handy.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've got like lots of notes on my phone and on my computer and written down. So, like you said, all in one place.
Yeah.
But I mean,
so you're not just going from like one file.
Yeah.
I went to say file and send it to folder again, but it's fileder. You're not going from one file to the other, you know.
Yeah. So and like we said, we know it's complicated, but this is our fictional. It's not a wish list.
Yeah. I like the schedule idea as well because I don't really have much of a schedule. Although at Christmas I am a lot busier. But you know, if you have children.
Which I don't.
Which you don't, luckily. Well, at least none.
Thanks very much.
Well, I was going to say none that you
God, your kids will turn out to be awful. How high pitched their nasal voices would be. Those kids,
I remember you when you were a child. I want to see more of that. No, but you know, you don't have kids. We're recording the podcast and not running in. Dad. I found a frog.
That goes, Dad.
And holds a tiny frog, and the tiny frog goes. That's when you start throwing your children out the window. But if you do have children, you know, you might have children in secondary school and children in primary school. Now you need to work out, you know, you're going to a nativity at the primary school. Maybe there's something going on at the secondary school.
Christmas
Carol, or like our old mate Josh used to do the drama thing. So he'd be on in shows every year.
He'd go around to his sister's house and say that he'd slept with her sister.
What? Go around to his sister's house?
I was trying to think of it. He'd go around to his sister's house and say he'd slept with her best friend. And that creates drama. Drama. Drama turned into incest.
I've got to say, so with his sister's sister, isn't that just his sister?
Well, it might be like a stepsister.
I'm trying to figure that out now.
I slept with your brother.
You are my brother. Yes, I sleep alone. But I like that idea.
Yeah, and also I just thought Elf on the Shelf. Look at those naughty elves, so that could give you ideas, and you can plan out what you're going to do each day for that.
Oh, damn, I forgot to put it on a slightly different shelf. I'd need an app for this.
Yeah, we don't have many shelves. Well, I mean, I've got loads up there.
Yeah, in your room you do. But like...
Contradicted myself.
We don't have any shelves, apart from all these. What's to stop the kid from just taking the elf off the shelf and sticking it on the fire?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what the elf on the shelf is. I
assume it was like to watch the child, so that make sure they're being good.
Because I know my nephew and niece have got like a naughty elf, so they're the ones that do different things each day.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's the same thing.
Isn't that just you?
Yeah.
The naughty Ben. Naughty Ben calendar.
Yeah, well, I have got pointy ears. So,
you haven't really. They're quite rounded.
Yeah, I've got well-rounded ears.
I thought I'd just point that out for people listening at home, in case they're painting a mental image of us. Oh, he's got very pointy ears, I hear.
It would be a very mental image.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's December.
I like it.
Maybe with 3 R's, so it's December.
So it's cold. I like it.
Thank you.
Well, Ben.
On the second day of Christmas, an idea came to me.
This is going to get old quite fast, isn't it? I had an idea. You know what? Similar to what you were saying, like the build-up to Christmas. This is a shop.
That's a novel idea.
It is.
Shop, so what happens in this shop?
Well, it's not just any shop, then. It's a very particular shop.
Oh.
It's called Stocking Fillers.
Oh.
And it just sells small things that go in stockings.
I like this.
Oh, thank you.
Because lots of shops have like sections where they sell stuff for under a £5.
Yeah,
Hawkins was a favourite of mine.
Yeah. Hawkins Bazaar, they were really good. And I think men kind of sort of taken that over, haven't they? But I think they do more like tech stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
You know.
No, but that's a good idea, because I love stocking fillers like that. So,
you know, and it can be, maybe they sell stockings as well.
Ooh.
So it'd be things like that, but also I guess bars of chocolate. You can get in there.
You know, every time you say stocking, I'm picturing like lady stockings.
Love to see what. Oh, can imagine what could fill that.
Legs.
Yes. Trying to feel it. Oh, I wonder what's in here.
Get off.
Sir. Trying to do my work.
But yes, back to, what did you say, chocolate bars?
Yeah. Terry's chocolate orange is quite popular at
Oh,
Christmas.
I love a Terry's chocolate orange.
Chocolate. And if it's perfectly into a stocking, there you go. You go to stocking fillers and get that. But also, it's more for like ideas. You know, rather like you said, the sections at Hawkins Bazaar, they used to have like little things. It'd be more for that. You'd go, I need to get some little stocking fillers that are quite cheap. You know, just like maybe just for your kids or your grandkids or just even a mate.
Yeah.
Getting some little things.
Is this you hinting at even your mate, your fellow podcast co-host?
Well, you did used to get me loads of like little things. Did you remember those little aliens?
Oh, and the little stretchy ones.
Yeah.
I love them.
They must have been like 10p or something.
Yeah.
I had loads of them. Little slinkies, things like that.
Yeah.
Because we do get each other little things every now and then.
Maybe that's what we should do next year. Get a stocking just for them.
Ooh, just a stocking and just fill it.
We did do that one year where every item had to be under £3.
Yeah.
That was the worst. Because you couldn't find anything good for under £3.
Yeah, and so I got you a sleeve tattoo, didn't I? You were thrilled with that.
Was that the year I got you a draft excluder?
It might have been, actually.
I think it was like £100 off or something.
Draft excluder. Opening Christmas Day, opening a draft excluder.
I just saw it and thought it'd be funny because you have a really long present to unwrap.
But yeah, stocking fillers.
Yeah, I like that. I'd definitely go in there.
What else?
Would it be all year round or like a pop-up shop?
I think it'd be a pop-up shop, yeah.
Oh.
Don't really get birthday stockings. Easter stocking. Oh, that's an idea. Why not Easter stockings?
Yeah, making it.
Yeah,
I suppose Easter baskets, wouldn't it?
Yeah, actually. I suppose we could turn it into something like that. For Easter. And you get little chocolates.
Yeah. I like it.
Thank you, I'm glad you do. What would we sell there? Because I was thinking, those little Lego sets you get.
Yeah.
It's like a character and a little bike or something.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Just like that. Like we said, the stretchy people.
Stretchy people.
The little slinkies.
Like the little boxes they do in Waterstones.
Yeah.
Things like that. It's like a little,
Yeah, like grow your own herbs.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Yeah. Adult stockings.
Yeah.
I don't mean like baby stockings again, but...
Yeah. Yeah. Like pogs.
Pogs?
I mean, they're a bit outdated now. Because that's the thing.
Cards?
That's the thing. Stocking fillers were like a thing when we were young. So it's like you get all those toys. Now it's like electronic stuff. So
I suppose. Yeah. Well, I suppose as well. Going back years, you'd have like an orange or something in there, and some those gold chocolate coins.
Doubloons.
Like you get the...
Put my doubloons in my stocking. Bury it in the garden.
On my wooden leg. Yeah, those little chocolates. Things like that.
Oh, I want to get some of them.
We'll go to stocking fillers and get some.
It's a date.
No, it's a raisin.
Very good.
Thank you. All right.
So, on the third day of Christmas, an idea came to me.
What is it?
Well, again, because mine's sort of go in order of over Christmas. The Christmas period. So this is another one for before Christmas. Because we've had Advent, but this is Oddvent and Event.
I love events.
Event doesn't really work. But the idea is, for people who want to cut down on their chocolate, you have an Advent calendar with just the odd days on. Or you could have one with just the even days. Or it works for couples as well, so like a couple, one can have the odd calendar and one have the even, so they open one each, rather than having to share one or having two.
Yeah.
They get half a calendar each.
Oh, that's a bit. I like that idea. Right, cause like you said, if you don't want too much chocolate.
Yeah.
Because either you're going to just throw one away, or, you're just going to have too much. But if you've got like half an advent calendar, then that's perfect. 12
I'd never throw a chocolate
No,
away.
I wouldn't either, Ben, but
I mean, it's only tiny little...
These products aren't for us, though, are they? They're for people who don't... Mind you, if you don't want to eat too much chocolate, maybe don't get an advent calendar.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I suppose if you feel compelled, though, if you're a chocoholic, as it were.
You're cutting down.
Yeah, exactly. But I like that.
Could have like week then, and have one a week.
One chocolate a week?
Yeah.
That's how many weeks are in
like
Advent?
4. 4 or 5.
Well, it's 24 days. So.
Yeah. So no, but yeah, Advent and need a better word for even.
Event.
'Cause it's even.
Evenvent.
Evenvent. Yeah. So it's not the best idea.
It's a good idea though. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, Ben.
On the 4th day of Christmas, an idea came to me.
I've had an idea for a game show.
Ooh,
Christmas themed. Called Home Alone, the game show.
Oh, I like this already.
Do you remember there was a show on when we were kids, sort of like teenagers, I guess?
When we were 17, we watched a very good show.
There was a show, I think it's called
Chris. Yeah, I remember Sir Chris.
Sorry, I just had a stroke then. I think
Get off my leg.
Very good. It is called like Spooky Sleepover or something like that.
No.
No, it was a bunch of kids. They were having a sleepover in like this haunted house. Haunted in inverted commas. Not like a genuine haunted house. They put them in a thing, just left them to it. It was a set. And they had like things hooked up to like change would shake and the beds would wobble. But then
we got jelly beds.
I was thinking it would sort of be like that, but what you've got.
Sorry, I'm still stuck on wobbly beds.
I mean that they'd shake.
You wake up in the morning screaming because your bed's wobbling.
To be fair, I probably would. My bed doesn't normally wobble. So I was replacing my mattress with a waterbed. While I was asleep. How did that... They take me out of it, hoist the big heavy mattress out of the room, put the waterbed in, fill it up, put me back on. Oh man. Anyway.
Wobbly bed.
You're not going to get past wobbly bed now.
Just leave that as the idea, a wobbly bed.
Wobbly bed.
The more we say it, the more it sounds like a kid's character.
I'm wobbly bed. Like some Australian kid show or something. Oh, wobbly bed, mate. You're not Australian. Who the hell are you? Anyway,
sorry.
Home Alone. Kids, maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 on a team, have to set up traps. Based on stuff around the house. So it's kind of like Scrap Heap Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they have to use whatever they've got on the scrap heap.
Yeah.
You've got stuff in the house and, burglars are coming in like half an hour or an hour. And most of the show is like kids setting up.
Yeah.
Oh, and Billy's decided to put marbles in front of the window.
Oh.
You know. And then...
He's meant to be doing something in the bedroom. Get back in there.
Get back on that wobbly bed, Billy. And then, after that, these burglars turn up, who are stuntmen, essentially.
Yeah.
And they have to try and get to the kids. Where maybe the kids are holed up in the attic or the loft, if you're...
Maybe it's like they have to get through a series of rooms. And then like the kids are in like one room apart. So they have to go through the first room and the kids are in the third room each time they move across.
Maybe the kids have to solve puzzles in order to advance through the house, whilst also setting up traps.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to answer questions. It could be like a game show, like they have to answer 3 questions to get through to the next room.
Well, maybe. I was thinking kind of like Nightmare, where you have to figure things out. I don't know if you ever saw Nightmare back in the day. I think it's sometimes on Challenge. It's a good show. But yeah, that's my idea. A TV game show version of Home Alone. What do you think? I
like it, and I definitely want to play it as well.
Ooh,
would they be given help, like how to set up the traps, or is it like they have to come up with it themselves?
I think they'd probably be prompted beforehand.
Yeah.
You know, in
that'd
like
be quite hard, because
I
don't think kids would understand some of
some things they might. I mean, they'd be like very simple things.
Yeah.
Like, here's some string and some paint cans. Figure it out for yourself, you little shit. If you can't figure out what to do with that, then there's no helping you. I'll throw the paint on the floor and hang myself.
Imagine Imagine the kid just picking up a flamethrower. What shall I do with this? I'll just stand behind the door and when he comes in...
He's got a shotgun. He comes in, bang!
That's that song. Now where's my PlayStation?
What would have happened if... what's the kid's Kevin? What would have happened if he'd killed the burglars?
We watched that video the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it shows like what each injury, how it would have affected them. Like, I think like 4 or 5 times they would have died.
But now Kevin's got like 2 dead bodies in his house. His family aren't there.
And like the police come round and he's like there with a shotgun, like, BB gun, and then well, we better check the house. Like, the police walk round and find all these traps. It's not looking good for you, son, is it? You've got a flamethrower over the door.
That's just so I can see in the night. It's a light. Security light. Of course, in the game show there wouldn't be things like flamethrowers. And...
No. Would it be like sort of foam paint cannons, like so it just pops them on the end?
You'd have to be quite. You want that boom.
Well, I mean, there'll be actors.
You wouldn't just want it to sort of bounce off the head like that.
Oh yeah, but I mean, there'll be actors. They can.
Yeah.
They can act like fake it, and then they'll put it in sound in post production.
If you give them like a hat with a little bit of foam at the front, so when it hits, there's a bit of cushion there. Yeah, and it wouldn't be like a prop. Maybe an empty paint can would probably.
The 2 burglars rob him with a crash helmet and like knee pads.
Yeah.
It's in case we rob a bouncy castle.
I've seen that movie Home Alone. You can never be too careful.
I wonder if there was like any like change in the crime rates after that film came out.
That would be interesting to research. People, that's a good idea. We should rob people's houses.
Then all the kids thinking that's a good idea. We should set traps in our houses
for our parents when they get home. But that's my idea.
I like it. I'd play it. I'd watch it. Who would host it?
Ooh, it'd have to be some American guy. Who's the guy who used to host World's Wildest Police Videos?
I don't know. He doesn't sound that energetic.
he does when I'm not doing an impression of him. He sounds like the host for Wacky Races. And they're off in the way out Wacky Races.
I can imagine maybe... Because what would their sort of persona be? Would they be like... sort of like kid-friendly, like saying, oh, come on kids, let's do this? Or would they be like, right, you've got to do this?
I think they should be kid-friendly, but they should take it seriously.
Yeah.
Like, there are burglars coming to your house and there are, maybe not that serious. Like, the bad men are coming, we got to stop them.
Yeah.
I think. So, they're taking it seriously, but they're also being kind of, playful about it. Yeah. Not saying, they're going to come for you, Billy. They're going to sodomize you. I don't want to hear this. There's no time for crying, Billy.
It's not a television show. This is real life, Billy.
I don't know who this host is. William Wallace hosting. We brought him back to life. But yeah. Home Alone, the game show.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
I like it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Very good.
Maybe they need to hold the burglars off to a certain point.
Yeah.
You need to hold them off.
And then the last bit's like a race where they have to... And they've got to go over obstacles and stuff. So they've got a head start, essentially, in the...
I was thinking, like, maybe they have to stop the bad guys long enough for the police to get there. So if, say, it's going to take 10 minutes for the police to arrive.
Yeah.
If the bad guys get you in 5 minutes, then you've lost. You have to hold them. Maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Running around in a circle for 10 minutes. Hurry up.
Why don't you go the other way, But anyway, yes.
Like hide and seek, maybe.
Ooh, hide and seek, the TV show. Have you seen?
That's for another episode.
That's for another episode, yes. I'm going to make a note of that.
And in the meantime, we shall move on to another idea. On the 5th day of Christmas, an idea came to me. So again, moving on to the next stage of Christmas, is putting the decorations up.
Ooh!
So this one's decoration themed and also food themed because you're getting the food ready,
Yes.
I've got it written down and there's 5 words, so it's not going to be a long discussion. Noodles that look like tinsel. So moving on. Do you have any questions?
Many. Noodles that look like tinsel. I can imagine you standing there with a pot noodle, stirring it, looking at a tinsel, thinking, "Hey, I've got an idea."
Because the way I've done a lot of my ideas, I've thought of Christmassy things and then thought, what twist could I put on it? So I thought, well, like some sort of food, and I thought noodles. Oh, tinsel, like. So it'd be like food colouring to make it sparkly. Maybe if there's some way of having like some sort of texture, so it looks.
Is this something you'd put on a tree?
No.
Okay, thank God. I was going to say.
Well, maybe the Chinese, man. I don't know. But...
If there's any Chinese out there listening, please tell us. Do you put noodles on your tree?
But yeah, so it'd be like novelty food, really. So yeah, you could have like pasta or spaghetti bolognese, and it'd be like sparkly noodles.
I don't know if I'd want it to be sparkly. If we were in the shape of tinsel, maybe that'd be alright, but sparkling...
That lovely matte tinsel.
A noodle-coloured, like flesh-coloured tinsel hanging on your tree. What the hell is that?
It's my...
There's snake shedded in here.
It's my intestines.
Really shouldn't have done that, Reed.
Go on, Abba.
I can imagine like pot noodle doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
like a novelty thing. Noodle that looks like tinsel.
So they'd be like different colours as well. Red, green, gold, the main ones. Silver.
Silver and gold and red and green and the noodles.
Joseph and this amazing metallic coloured...
Technicoloured noodles. Top.
Technicoloured noodles.
You know what I think about that, Ben?
What?
I had too many of those noodles.
So yeah.
I do like it though. I imagine like pot noodle doing them.
Yeah, because like, you get pasta shapes, not with Christmas shapes, and you get like chocolates in shapes. And...
What flavours would they be? You say this was a pot noodle thing.
Like metallic tangy flavour.
I think you could have like a cinnamon one.
Yeah.
Nutmeg, I guess. Gingerbread.
Yeah, well, it'd be its colour, wouldn't it? As well, like green, so you could have sprout flavoured.
Oh, I would not have that at all.
Sprout flavoured tinsel noodles. What do you mean you don't want sprout flavoured tinsel noodles?
Suppose you could have like a turkey one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
turkey noodle.
Turkey pot noodle. Yeah, maybe with like little chunks of turkey in there. What else do you have? Christmas pudding flavour? As soon as I said that, I was like, oh, really?
Yeah, well, I had some Christmas pudding flavoured chocolate the other day. It was horrible.
Pigs in blanket flavour.
Ooh, yeah, like real pork flavour.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be nice.
Cranberry sauce.
Ooh, yeah.
Man, it's making me hungry.
Like
now.
a gravy one as well.
Yeah, gravy.
You have to have, you have to have gravy in there.
Gravy noodle.
You know the powder, if you can have it sort of like gravy granules.
Yeah.
With, of course, the tinsel noodles.
Yeah. I like the tinsel noodles.
I imagine they'd be quite, maybe like same sort of length as the pot noodles. But say if we're doing pot noodles, the noodles are about that big. It's not great for an audio podcast. Say like they're like, I don't know, 10, 25 centimetres, not 20, that's a bit long. 15 centimetres, no, that's still a bit long. 10 centimetres long.
Yeah.
But they'd be
they've
like...
shrunk.
Pot noodles have been getting smaller every year.
Inflation over the past 10 seconds.
But you know, that's roughly, I'm going to say it's roughly how long the noodles in pot noodles are. They'd be like that, but they'd be sort of like bushy, like tinsel.
Bushy?
Bushy. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. Different flavours as well. I really like that. You know what I think of that idea? I think it's money.
Yep, it's a money maker.
All right, Ben.
On the 6th day of Christmas, an idea came to me.
I have an idea for an advent calendar.
Ooh.
We mentioned this before.
It's not an odd and even one, is it?
No, it's not. It is a paint by numbers advent calendar.
Ooh.
So for those of you who are crafty, I don't mean like, sneaky.
There's your crafty steel one.
But so it's an advent calendar, and it's paint by numbers, obviously. That wasn't a great description of it. Let me tell you about my paint by numbers advent calendar. It's an advent calendar which is also paint by numbers.
Obviously.
Duh.
Patronising description.
So you've got...
Oh, sorry, just to interrupt that, I'd love the idea now of product descriptions that are like passive aggressive. What do you think it looks like?
Anyway, so it's an advent calendar, and maybe it comes with like a canvas or a sheet, or maybe the paint by numbers thing is on the calendar itself,
like the back of the calendar.
Yeah,
but like detachable. Like,
yeah.
So you can get like canvas boards, and then like it's on there, and you can take it off after.
So maybe the brushes come. Maybe they come in the boxes, or maybe they're just there to begin with. And then every day it's a different colour paint.
Oh, I like this.
So, open door number 1. Oh, it's the red paint. Oh, I'm painting it. And you know what number it is because it's the number on the door. So,
Oh, yes. Oh, this is genius.
Oh, thank you. So, first day will be like number 1, and then second day will be the number 2, and so on and so forth. Up to
Mum, I'm painting my number 2.
I told you about that. It's very confusing how he painted his number 1.
Well, you keep going on about polishing your turn. I'm painting mine.
Yeah, very good. So that's my idea.
And would it be a festive scene?
I think it'd have to be, maybe.
But the thing is, if you're painting a festive scene and you've got the full picture when Christmas is in, or just for one day,
maybe you don't have the. Well, it's something you'd keep.
Yeah, and use it as a decoration.
Yeah. So what sort of scenes would you have?
Well, like Santa's got
Santa's grotto, yeah. Maybe a Santa's workshop. A lot of brown in that one. With all the wood,
Days 4 to 7 are brown.
Please stick all this brown. Santa and his sleigh flying over the city.
Ooh, a nice
Christmassy market.
Yes.
Snow on the ground, Christmas tree lights shining onto the snow.
Winter landscape.
The carolers, yeah.
Again, a lot of white. We need some more colourful. Christmas tree?
Yeah, Christmas. Oh, someone's front room at Christmas. I mean, like a fancy one.
I love the idea. Like, you take a picture of someone's front room, make it outlined, remove all the colour, and then print it on an advent calendar. I'm painting next door's living room.
What a thing to say as well. Like, you just been like in a coma and you woke up with a paintbrush doing their walls with a roller. Wait a minute, I'm painting next door's living room. I thought you knew you came in often.
Why didn't you stop me? Well, you're doing a good job.
You insisted.
You said you'd do it for free as well.
But no, I mean like a Victorian scene. Not some people in their underpants are smoking fags as the kids rip open like an Xbox.
Oh, that's given me another idea now.
Oh, another one for next year.
Yeah, well, I'll just tell you now because it's related to yours. Like, you know, when they have Christmas cards with scenes of family, like council estate ones.
People who have got one toy, and all shivering because they can't afford to pay the heating bill. Realistic Christmas cards, that's what we need. But yeah, paint by numbers, advent calendar.
I like it.
Oh, thank you.
See, you're mentioning these things, and a lot of your stuff, I'm like, I want to buy it now. I want to paint, because I would do a paint by numbers advent. Because I've got a paint by numbers thing my mum got me for, I think it was Christmas, and I haven't had time to do it all year, but over the holidays I'm planning to do a bit of painting, so plus as well, if it's just like a little bit on there each day, so it's 5 minutes. That's a nice unwinding, relaxing thing.
At the end of the day you come home from work and go, open my calendar, I do that a little bit, I'm going to paint that little dog there. Yeah. Then I'll do the calendar. Did you paint the dog? I like to unwind when I come home from work, Janice, you know that. Well, there you go.
I might genuinely look and see if they're available. Or
you know what, they probably already are. But I did come up with the idea.
Yeah.
I haven't actually researched it to see if anybody else has.
No. I haven't bothered to research if tinsel noodles or anything.
There might already be a Home Alone TV show.
So anyway, on the seventh day of Christmas, an idea came to me. So we're getting closer to Christmas now.
Oh, we are, yeah.
In fact, it's Christmas Day.
Oh, very close.
That went quick.
Moving closer to my wife. In fact, we're having sex. I'm getting much closer.
It's like saying it's nearly my birthday. When? In 2 seconds.
Happy birthday!
So, Christmas dinner.
Mmm.
We're back to food.
Oh, I love food. I'll always go back to food. No matter how often it breaks my heart.
And I was going to make a joke now saying it's not tinsel noodles or come up with another one. But that's another idea now of bauble Yorkshire pudding. Anyway, ignore that. That's a bonus idea.
Could they be full of, like, mash or vegetables?
Yeah. Or glass.
These are just real bauble.
Ooh. Oh, again. Food Christmas decorations for the tree. Like baubles with, like, sprouts or...
That, you know what, Anna could have done that. That was sort of her idea, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Big shout out to Harvey, by the way.
Merry Christmas, Harvey.
Merry Christmas to you and Hayley.
Yes, and Anna.
Yeah. Are they spending it together?
Well, no, but we're shouting out people who've been on the podcast.
Oh, true. Big Merry Christmas to Gush as well.
Yeah. And to you, Mike.
And to you, Ben.
Thank you.
What a Christmas Eve
And
this
to
is.
the guy who recorded Panama Hat.
Wherever you are, sir. I'll tip my Panama hat to you. Anyway.
Where were we?
Christmas Day.
Christmas dinner.
Yes.
So, Christmas dinner, you have Christmas crackers, don't you?
Ah, yeah.
What if we could combine the two?
You pull the cracker and whoever wins gets to eat.
Well, it's Christmas...
I've won 3 dinners! I love this.
Well, it's Christmas cracker-shaped tins.
Ah.
So you put them all in the oven,
Yeah.
and how it'd work is, like, each tin cracker has got something different in them. So, like, one would have sprouts, one would have carrots, one would have turkey, potatoes. Some of them would have to be part-baked, so they could all go in at the same time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll know, like, oh, that one that's been in for ages, that must be the turkey. Like.
Yeah.
So they'd all be done at the same time, and then you take them out, gather around the table, pull a cracker, and the carrots plop
falls
out.
all over the table.
Well, like do it into a platter or...
If you're wearing your oven gloves because it's a baking hot tin that's just come out of the oven, you're pulling it apart just to get to your gravy.
Maybe...
No, I don't want carrots. What's this one? I don't know what's in any of these. Where's the turkey? Maybe it's the great big giant cracker that's the turkey. Stop pulling all the little ones.
Yeah, I like the way you said, no, I don't want carrots. Is that what you do at Christmas? They put like the first thing down, you go, right, that's me. I don't want anything else. Let's start right away.
Oh, it's a big bowl of sprouts.
So maybe the ends then would be like rubber tipped or like none.
Wouldn't it melt in the oven? It's melted rubber. What's that smell? Yeah, you didn't keep the rubber tips on, did you?
Well, none. What's none?
Non-melt.
Heat resistant. Non-melting. Non-heating tips.
Yes.
It's like the ends of the crackers.
Yeah.
So that way you could hold it. You still probably need to wear gloves.
How are you going to pull it and just a big turkey drops out?
Well, no, it'll be slices of turkey.
Oh, okay, that's better. I was gonna, you hold the plate. Pull it. Oh, I've got the turkey there.
I mean, it's not planned for like big, massive family Christmas. It's more like
one person on his own pulling crackers. Hey! Chipolatas, yes. Oh, it's the mash. Oh, yeah. I'm so lonely. How about if they had the raw food in the cracker and the snap was so powerful it cooked the food? Whoa! I like the idea of it. I think it's going to be very hard to implement.
I think it's more for like 3 or 4 people, like, or 2 to 4, I'd say.
2 to 4.
Well, the other way of doing it is like a whole Christmas dinner and a cracker. And then, again, it's quite a small Christmas dinner.
Yeah, I was going to say. Oh. I like the idea. I don't think it'd work.
Oh.
But no, I do like the idea. I like it as a concept.
Yeah. It's a fun idea.
It's a fun idea. We've had a good laugh about it.
It's not practical at all, you know.
Well, Ben.
On the 8th day of Christmas, an idea came to me.
Yeah, you remembered. So, I have an idea for a film.
Ooh.
Possibly a TV film. And again, this might already exist, but I don't think it does. It's called Midnight Mass.
Ooh.
And it is about a church, like a village church, getting ready for their midnight annual Christmas Mass.
Oh, I thought it was someone being weighed in the middle of the night.
Weighed?
Christmas Mass.
While he was asleep, we were popping him on the scales. No, it's about a reverend and his congregation who are preparing for their annual Christmas Mass. And I've got an idea of some characters.
Oh, let's hear them.
Well, I think the congregation is mostly going to be like middle-aged women.
Yeah.
And they're all
quite sexist.
Well, to be honest, like a lot of
and ageist.
I've been to church, and a lot of the women who help out are middle-aged women.
That makes sense.
All the women who help out are women.
Are men in wigs.
My name's Barbara. No, like the people who help out are women generally, and they tend to be, middle-aged to, kind of advanced age, I would say. Old, basically.
Very kind way of putting it. You've got the regular person and the advanced person. You have to go on a course.
To become an advanced person. But they're all very snooty and, holier than thou, and it's as if they think, oh, well, I'm helping the priest, so that makes, that puts me next in line for, for heaven.
For sleeping with the priest.
Well, imagine the women, they're kind of like Hyacinth from Keeping Up Appearances. Yeah. Or Margot from The Good Life. They're quite snooty, hoity-toity women.
Is that their name?
Hoity and toity.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
You know what I mean. And, they look down on people. But, of course, the Reverend is married.
Oh.
He has a lovely wife, who he loves. But she basically sees these women and thinks, what a load of bitches.
So she kills them off one by one?
No.
Oh.
This is a comedy, I should say. Quite a light-hearted...
She laughs while she doesn't.
As I make a chuffing motion for the people at home. She doesn't trust these women. Of course, she basically realises that, they're just pretending. They don't really care about the priest. They're just trying to get into God's good books, as it were.
Get into God's pants.
And who doesn't want to, But her husband, the Reverend, he doesn't, he's oblivious to the whole thing, And they're, fawning over him, acting like he's royalty or something, Just to, to look good. But
acting like he's royalty, they keep calling him Your Majesty.
But look, there's a woman, I cannot remember her name. I think she was on Loose Women. She was one of the hosts of that at one point.
Janet Street Porter.
Oh, God. No.
I can't imagine her as a nun.
No. Elizabeth Bennet. Actually, no, I don't know if she was in Loose Women.
No.
I'm probably thinking of somebody else. But yeah, Elizabeth Bennet. She plays a similar character in Heartbeat. She's quite, I'm very important type thing. But of course, there are men in this congregation. Oh. In fact, the leader of the choir is a man.
Choir master.
The choir master, as they are called. And his choir are really bad. They're out of tune. They can't sing.
So they get Whoopi Goldberg.
Failing that, I wrote her a letter. Apparently she's busy around this time of year, so...
Pantomime.
Yeah. So what he does, he tries to get them to emulate a cassette. He's got like a little cassette.
What, lip sync?
No. Well, we'll get to that. He plays them the cassette and says, this is what I want you to sound like. And it's like a cassette of, I don't know, the some choir, some like
So this is set in like the 90s. Cassette.
No, this is like modern day. He's very old fashioned. With his old big boom box and his cassette player.
Let me just get my gramophone.
Maybe that could be, part of the joke. People go, get your gramophone out, Grandad. So he plays the cassette. It's like, oh, me. And then they start singing. It's like, oh, they're really bad.
Yeah.
So what he does in the end, he just plays the cassette while they're in the church. But he's been playing it so much to get them to practice to it.
It wears out.
Yeah, he starts warping and that's one of the ideas I had for it. Oh, thank you. I could probably think of more ideas, but I thought, this is just a quick fire episode.
Maybe they like the women. They do like flower arrangements. Bringing like
yeah, exactly. Stuff like that. Who would be in it?
Oh.
Who is the guy? Is it Miles Jupp?
Yeah, he'd be good.
He'd be good. I think it's the Reverend.
Yeah.
The choir master. I'm thinking Toby Jones.
You could have had. Is it Gareth Malone who does the choir stuff?
He's too serious, I think.
Yeah.
We need someone who's like quite comedic and looks like he lives in a little village. Is a choir master for Gareth Malone coming, or whatever his name is.
I mean, you're a good choir master, but you don't look like you're living in a little village. Could you put some wellies on them?
But it's like if we were doing a show about, really rubbish chefs, you wouldn't get Gordon Ramsay and poor Hollywood to come in.
No, well, they're good chefs.
Yeah, exactly. Who would play the women? We've already got Elizabeth Bennet.
I really want to say Miriam Margolyes because I like her.
Oh, she'd be good, yes. I do like Miriam Margolyes.
Yeah.
Put her in everything. Who would play the wife? Someone around Miles Jups. Miles Jups? Yeah, Miles Jups.
Miles Jups.
Miles Jups.
We're filming it round his house. We need everyone local.
Someone around his age.
His wife.
Who's that? Is it Aisling B?
Yeah, she's been in TV stuff.
Yeah, she's an actress. She seems a bit too young.
She's been in TV.
Yeah, she seems a bit too young to me. But someone like that. Who's the woman she was in that program with? Really?
You might want to narrow it down.
I think the show's called This Way Up. Is it Sharon Horgan?
Could well be. We'll say it's her for now.
We'll say it's her for now. Sharon Horgan.
Yes. We'll get her in.
Get her in as the wife of the vicar. Her or Emily Watson.
Oh, yes.
You know Emily Watson.
Yes.
Not personally, obviously. But yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And we got Miriam Margolyes in there.
Yeah.
Maybe she's doing the catering. You don't really have food. I'm working on the holy bread.
Self-appointed catering.
Yeah. And I suppose you'd have... I don't know if you've been to Midnight Mass yourself, or Christmas Mass. I've been to a few. They always have a nativity. So maybe you got something going on there as well?
Something going on.
Maybe the Reverend and the Missus have a child who's in nursery, who's being in the nativity.
Yeah.
Maybe the wife is helping the nativity.
And maybe three of the women kidnap the three wise men and hide them and dress up as them to somehow get closer to him. Right.
This is turning a bit faster now. They're kidnapping people. Tie him up and nip their clothes. Hang on, you're Elizabeth Bennet and Mary Margolyes. What are you doing? Yeah. But yeah, so it's sort of like a kind of light-hearted
romp.
Yeah, like it's a comedy, kind of like a take on these kind of people and these things. 'Cause I know these people personally.
Well, you know Miriam Margolyes and Margaret.
No, but I know the sort of characters they're playing. You know, because I've grown up with the church, as you have to a degree.
I remember when the church was just a little baby.
But like I've been to these these midnight masses, and I know the people who. Work with the priest.
I know. Maybe we should just get the cast of Loose Women and stuff.
Yeah, why not? Janet Street Porter in there. Stacey Solomon. What would she say if She was doing midnight mass.
Oh my God, it's Christmas.
That Christmas advert she did. A few years ago now.
I know in Poundland there's a point of sale display and it's her scented air freshness. Or something like that.
Wow, she's famous. Well, that's my idea, Ben.
Yep.
What do you think of that?
I think.
Ah, thank you. An extended round of... There we go. All right then.
On the 9th day of Christmas, an idea came to me. Well, since you've done a TV film, I'll do my film as well.
Oh.
Because I had an idea years ago for a film, and I've kind of adapted that and changed it. So, it's called The Island of Christmas.
Oh.
That's what it is. It's like in the future, say a billionaire or whatever is, they've brought a few islands.
They brought them.
Well, yeah, like...
Or bought them, as you
bought them.
I brought these islands with me. Where can I leave them?
They're about the size of Herm. The island of
Who's he?
Herm in the Channel Islands.
Hey, my name's Herm. No man is an island, but I'm as big as one.
Yeah, the island of Herm in the Channel Islands. So,
is it a big island, small island?
No, it's about 1.5 miles long. So it's,
okay,
a fair size, but not...
Yeah, not huge. You could probably walk it.
Yeah, well, me and my granddad did walk around.
Oh, there you go, then.
The perimeter of Herm.
Were you on security at the time? 9 a.m. and all's well.
He did very well for an old man, actually. He was
good.
fitter than me.
Left you in the dust.
So there's a small group of islands called the Holiday Islands. So each one's dedicated to a holiday. So one's Christmas, you got Halloween.
So it's Christmas there all year round.
Yeah, Valentine's, and of course Easter Island, which is under copyright struggles at the moment. But it's kind of half and half. It's people live there, but it's also like half of it, like a visitor attraction.
Like a theme park type thing.
Yeah, but like. People live there, it's sort of people who love the holiday and as if it's someone lived in the North Pole, like...
Yeah, so they'd be surrounded by Christmas all year round, so they'd
they love Christmas and they were born to the island. And everyone on the island is named after something to do with the holiday. So in the year the film is set, the island comes under attack. Maybe like another businessman doesn't like the idea and wants to try and destroy that business or something. Yeah. And a group of kids have to save it. So saving Christmas.
I like it.
So there's
literally saving Christmas.
So there's 5 kids. Turkey.
I like how you started with turkey. Poor kid.
Just you wait.
Big fat kid called Turkey.
Turkey, tinsel, baubles.
Hey, baubles!
Snowman and gift wrap.
I like baubles.
But I think you'd be the fat one, wouldn't you?
Oh, no, I still think Turkey would be the fat one.
Baubles are round. So.
Yeah, but Turkey's fattening. Big fat Turkey with his legs in the air.
So they have to save the island of Christmas.
Turkey, you're so greasy. So oily.
And that Snowman's quite cold and cool. He's the cool guy.
Cool man. I like Snowman as a name. Like as I assume he's a nickname, so not been born and called Turkey.
Well, I was going to have him. That's their real name.
That's so mean.
Because the idea I originally had was a film called Saving Christmas, and it was just people named on a world named after Christmas.
That.
But, so yeah, what would the island be under attack from?
It'd have to be from like a billionaire who wants it as his own private residence or something. He wants to buy the island. Yeah,
or maybe one of the other holiday islands tries to...
I think they should all be...
They're all the same, belong to the same person. Or maybe it's... Maybe it's the natives of that island from years ago. They were pushed out.
Yeah.
Then finally they've decided, no, we want to reclaim our land.
See, the thing with that is that does make Turkey and baubles and Snowman out to be the bad guys.
Yeah.
They want to keep the land they've stolen.
Yeah, okay, that's a terrible idea.
I think...
Yeah, the businessman wants to build a theme park and he hates Christmas.
Ooh. I think it'd work better if there was only Christmas Island rather than the whole
that's fair
holiday-themed islands. I do like that idea, though.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe that's something that could be in the sequel.
Yeah, the sequel, the island becomes successful and then...
I'm thinking it should be like, it's Christmas Island and it's a whole island dedicated to Christmas, and maybe it's owned by... Maybe the guy who bought it years ago, and he's since died, and he was like an eccentric billionaire.
Well, maybe it's not owned by anyone, it's just the islands there, they love Christmas. Like the North Pole, like with Santa and stuff. Like.
And maybe it's sort of northerly, and so does snow a lot, and they
I come to the island at Christmas. We got mince pies and gravy.
Can I have turkey and gravy? You leave my son out of this.
This is my son, pork pie.
Last name's Hat. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, okay. Maybe they've all sort of adopted this persona. They love Christmas, so they celebrate it year in and year out. And all their kids have grown up loving Christmas, and they celebrate year in, year out. And their kids have grown up. So you've got multiple generations living on this island. Probably all inbred now, by the way. But, and so then this...
in gingerbread.
You did that. So now this billionaire comes along, and he wants to buy it for himself as like a holiday island, and he wants to wipe all the houses out. He just wants it for himself. But, of course, as people of the island, it's not a great place to be, growing things, agriculture's not great. Animals, we can only eat so much reindeer,
Oh, I can't eat reindeer.
You've eaten reindeer, haven't you?
Yeah.
There you go.
I haven't, raised one and slaughtered it myself.
No, but, if you were a farmer, you might. You might have to. So maybe, they actually can't really afford to keep the island, so think, well, maybe we should just sell. Yeah. But then the people are like, but we've lived here our lives. Our parents grew up here, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents. I said, calm down, Baubles. You're going on a rant here.
Our Baubles would be like the little, childish hyper one. I like him.
You like
with
Bob?
Glasses, round glasses. Oh,
is this you you're talking about?
Round, green tinted glasses.
Round glasses, green tints, small childish person. This is just you. Ben Baubles, we'll call it.
Essentially.
Bauble Ben Coleman. So they're thinking, well, we need to keep the island. What can we do? How about we open it as a theme park?
Ah, perfect.
So they're getting people coming around. They book a ferry. Maybe they have a ferryman who comes and goes. Bringing things from the mainland.
I'm Brian Ferryman.
Brian Ferry from Roxy Music.
Shorten my name and become a...
Brian Ferry plays the ferryman Brian. Yeah, so they said, instead of bringing just the usual things, maybe we could do trips to the island. We open a hotel, Christmas themed hotel.
Yeah,
and so slowly starts to build, news spreads.
Oh yeah, and then maybe if it's not successful enough, then he's allowed to take it over. Yeah,
so it's we've got until Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
to maybe get the money to.
Yeah, they got to raise the money.
Yeah,
see,
and then perfect. Then they're there on Christmas Eve. It's if you don't get this check, if you don't get all the money, we only need £10 more or something, and
Santa arrives.
Oh, well, I was thinking maybe it's they need another 1,000, another couple of million.
He's really gone up in the last...
Jesus Christ, talk about inflation. That's went up from 1,000 to a couple of million. Maybe they need another 5,000, and they can't afford it themselves, and everyone's sort of, all the island there, all the visitors, and the billionaire, the big snooty billionaire is there, waiting to buy the island, looking at his watch. You've got 5 more minutes. It's we need the money, and we haven't got the money. Then this other fella in the crowd, who all this time has been a billionaire himself, stops and says, I have £5,000 right here.
I've got what I think is a better idea.
Oh, go on.
They need quite a considerable sum, say 200,000. We're never going to get it. But turns out the billionaire's son loves Christmas. So he says, I'll donate the $200.
Yeah, and he doesn't maybe the billionaire's son goes to the island. He's sent there by his dad to sabotage things. Yeah, but when he's there, he falls in love with the island. He falls in love with the beautiful young woman who lives there. Yeah, because it's a Christmas movie and it needs that.
Yeah, candy cane. He falls in love with candy cane.
Girl called Candy Cane. I love you, Candy Cane. I want to lick you all over. I want to lick your stripes off.
I don't know why I'm shuddering. That's a nice thing.
Ooh, my stripes. Ooh.
Can we end the podcast now? I have an image in my mind.
Put that away, sir. So the son falls in love with the girl, falls in love with the island. He gives him the money, and he stays there to live.
Yeah.
And he turns it into a big, theme park.
And then maybe the billionaire's like, oh, well, maybe I should listen to my son more, like, be a better dad.
Yeah.
And then maybe that's when in the sequel he buys a neighbouring island and turns it into Halloween land.
Ooh. See, you can do a different one for each time of the year.
Like
So, what's coming this October? Oh, it's Halloween Island. What's coming this February? Why, it's Valentine's Island.
We're going to film like 4 films in a year.
Yeah. I think we should sell this to Hallmark.
Yeah.
Do they still have a channel? I don't know.
No. I think, like, not necessarily sequels, but each film is set in a different... it'd be like a franchise.
Yeah.
So each film, like Christmas Island, Halloween Island.
Kind of like the Bud movies, like you got Air Bud. With the dogs.
Yeah.
The talking dogs. I'm sure there was Air Bud as like Snow Bud, and it's like their skiing or
Cotton
something.
Bud.
Cotton Bud. That's sort of thing. Cotton Bud when he becomes a shepherd. A dog shepherd. Should be a sheepdog rather.
So yeah, I don't know who would play anyone. I like young actors for the kids.
Yeah. Well, Ricky Tomlinson is a child. Ricky Tomlinson plays Turkey. I've only been alive 5 years, but I tell you. I don't know who that was supposed to be.
Who are you doing an impression of, Ricky?
Trying to sound young. By smoking.
Sorry, Ricky Tomlinson as Richard Harris.
A.K.A. Baubles.
I'd like to play Baubles. What would your... If you were one of the kids or someone, what would you be called?
Well, we wouldn't play the kids, would we?
No.
Sadly, we're too old now. Would we have to play the parents, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we're just adults.
Yeah, we'll play adults. It's the part I was born to play.
So if I can't be Baubles, then...
Bubbles' dad. Bubbles Senior. This is my son, Turkey Junior.
What other? Cranberry? That'd be like an old crotchety old woman.
I was going to say Granbury. Sprout.
Yes, that sounds like a kid though, like a baby.
Yeah,
like a young kid.
Little Sprout. Maybe they call the kids Sprouts or something, I don't know.
Cinnamon?
Yeah. Cinnabon.
Nutmeg.
I will. But anyway.
So we'll play cinnamon and...
Cinnamon and stuffing. I love stuffing. I love you too. Anyway. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like the idea.
The Island of Christmas.
I might steal it, actually. For my next idea. No,
Coming to a cinema near you.
Coming to a Hallmark channel near you. Well,
on the 10th day of Christmas, an idea came to me.
So, this is sort of like a jokey idea that I had with Mum, like a year or so ago. But I've sort of worked it around. Don't know why I worked. So my idea was to open a grotto in my back garden.
I was not expecting that.
Because I have quite a long back garden. And at the back there's some trees, which we put there because there were some sheds at the back that Mum and Dad just didn't like looking at. So I thought, well, rather than take it down and deal with moving someone else's stuff out, we'll just put some trees up and block
I
it
like
out.
the fact you've got like a shed hidden within the tree.
Yeah, that's the thing, like you look at that garden and think, oh, that's a nice garden. But then, oh no, there's more of it. You know? So I thought, because our garden's quite long, I thought if we opened like a grotto up the side of our house, and then it's like a little pathway leading up to the back garden where you see the grotto. Yeah. And I was thinking we could have like little displays, a little, things set up. Models, statues, that kind of thing. And then you'd come out the grotto, go to our house, and we'll turn the kitchen into a cafe, and you'll come sit in the dining room and have, a cup of coffee or something. But then...
So would you be Santa?
I think I'd have to be Santa.
Because you got the beard.
I got the beard.
Young Santa.
I've got... How do that my laughter? I've got a great temperament with kids. What are you laughing at? But then I thought we could expand on that and...
Would your mum be Mrs. Claus?
Oh, yeah.
Not that you'd be married.
She would play Mrs. Claus, yeah. She'd be in the kitchen, I think.
Yeah.
Making her...
Eggnog.
Well, I was getting drunk on her own eggnog. I was thinking she was...
Oh, my back garden looks like a grotto. I'm seeing things.
I put too much bleach in the eggnog. It sounds like a character in Miranda now. I'm going to fall over now.
This is my what I call grotto. That's definitely Miranda. Yeah.
Oh, such fun. Anyway, so yeah, she'd be making her cookies, cinnamon cookies. But I did have another idea, actually.
Oh, gingerbread cookies.
Oh, no. They already exist, I'm afraid. I did research that. But building on this grotto idea, you know Cadbury World?
Yeah.
The way you walk around it and you see like the factory and everything.
Are you going to turn your house into a factory?
Well, not my house. But I think, what if you had the grotto that was like Cadbury World? So you know how Cadbury World, you walk around, you've got a little thing set up. You can have little sets. You know.
Would this be like the grotto or the workshop?
Aha! You go through the whole... It's basically like Lapland, North Pole.
Yeah.
You can see the workshop where the elves make the toys. And I was thinking we could hire little people as actors. Rather, because, they don't get enough work, really, little people. Big shout out to any little people out there listening.
Warwick Davis.
But yeah, that's another thing, like, you remember... Willow, for instance, and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and the Star Wars films. They employed...
All beginning with Will.
Yes. They all employed like little people.
Little people.
Little people, very small little people.
You're small, even for a small person.
But they employed them, as extras, and you don't get that anymore.
No.
Look at Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They hired one guy.
Yeah.
Deep Roy, his name is. Actually, I happen to know.
He's a very deep thinking.
He's very Deep Roy, that one. Hello. Wasn't expecting that.
I am Roy. That's a deep thing.
Hello.
There you go.
My name is Roy.
My name is Roy.
That's quite scary. But they hired one guy and just copied him loads of times.
Copy and pasted.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you don't really get...
a large set of mirrors. Like in The Simpsons, the Michael Jackson with him on strings.
Yeah.
A row of him on strings. Special effects with Ben and Mike.
But, so the grotto would have, employ little people as actors. So you go through the workshop, you see where the elves work. Then you can go to the stables where they keep the reindeers. Stroke a reindeer.
Would there be live reindeer?
Oh, yeah. We'll treat them nicely, won't we?
Cooked reindeer. Stroking this meat. That came out wrong.
Oh, God. Well, you can see the reindeers, so you can have your picture taken with them, get a little stroke, give them a stroke.
But no flash on the camera.
No, of course, exactly. And then maybe you can go to Santa's sleigh. Oh, you can see Santa's real life sleigh and have your picture taken on that. Then, of course, you finally get to the office where you get to meet the big man himself.
The office.
I imagine he'd work in some sort of
office. This is Starabelle from accounting. I'm doing the tax returns.
Well, I imagine, maybe Santa, you have Santa there. Maybe at the beginning of the thing, you can write a Christmas list, and you post it, and then they take it to Santa. So by the time you get to him, he's got your list. Well, what's your name, little boy?
Ben.
Ben.
Oh, that's not insulting at all.
I don't know
Ben, ha ha ha, what a name.
I don't know why I did that. Let's pretend I didn't.
You should have a normal name like Blitzen.
like Bobo.
Have you met my friend Turkey?
Sitting in front of like a turkey dinner. Oh, he's so tender and juicy. He goes straight with his friend mash and peas. Oh god.
The Christmas dinner gang.
Sounds like an Aldi advert. But yeah, you get there and you'd have your letter. Well, Ben, let's see if I have your letter. Ah, here it is. Oh, you want a bicycle for Christmas?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what Santa can do about that. Now go away, please. Yeah.
I've got this cuddly toy.
I won it on the generation game. But yeah, that was my idea. And of course, finally, you go to the gift shop and cafe.
Spend money.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay for everything, like your photo.
Yeah. But that's my idea.
I like it. I'd visit it.
Oh, thank you.
But,
Here's the question: would it be open all year round?
That's the right. You could change it throughout the year.
There are places,
Halloween.
there are theme parks, like Christmas theme parks, that are open all year round. I don't know if they have them here in this country, but in America they definitely do.
Like Christmas every day.
Yeah, so it's like a whole Santa's village, Santa Land or something, I don't know. Like Cadbury World, but for Christmas.
Yeah, Santa World.
Yeah.
I like it.
It'd be a nice place to take the kids.
Yeah.
Well, Ben?
On the 11th day of Christmas, the idea came to me.
Oh, that was awful.
Not as awful as this idea.
Go on.
So you know when you're out building a snowman, and it's quite hard to get, you have to do it round head, round body.
Yeah. You can never get it perfect, can you?
It doesn't look very realistic, like a real person.
It doesn't look like a real person at all.
So what you need is a snowman mould.
Ah!
So a giant mould, in two halves, you fill it with snow.
Yeah.
Put it together. Maybe there's something in there that sort of sticks it together. And then you pull the two ends apart and you get a perfectly built snowman.
I like it. I don't know if you'd sell it to people, though. It sounds like something you'd have for...
Myself.
Well, if you wanted an event and you wanted to make snowmen, you could easily pop it together rather than rolling about in the snow.
Yeah, ice sculptures. It's probably more appropriate. It probably is that. But yeah, snowman. Back to snowmen. But you could have smaller ones as well, maybe.
Yeah. I like that idea, actually. Maybe you could, if we can get any moulds, little things, maybe we can try that.
Yeah.
Start off small. Of course, that is if we get Christmas.
If we get Christmas.
If we get snow this Christmas. If we get Christmas this Christmas.
We'll buy 10 beforehand.
Well, where we are in the world, it hasn't snowed. We should point out we're actually in a log cabin in Spain.
Yeah, it doesn't tend to snow indoors.
Well, we're in Mallorca over here.
Mallorca.
I don't know if it's.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad, Senor. I bring you good tidings. I am Santos El Claus.
Would you like to try my teeth and noodle?
Very good. So, we don't know if it snowed over in England since we're not there, and it is Christmas Eve, and we're not pre-recording this wink wink.
It doesn't usually do.
No.
Yeah, I looked it up earlier. Oh. And it's only snowed 4 times since 1960.
Oh, geez.
At Christmas, I should point out.
Yeah, in general.
So, yeah, we don't get a white Christmas.
It's usually, after Christmas it snows. I think it does tend to get colder in January when it's in the middle of winter.
I think Bing Crosby was a bit ambitious with dreaming of a white Christmas.
He's American. It probably snows more often at Christmas in America.
True.
But, yeah, I like the idea of snowman molds. Snow molds.
Snow molds.
Yeah.
So now we move on to the final idea. On the 12th day of Christmas, an idea came to me.
Lovely. Now, Ben, you know there's nothing I love more than rubbish Christmas films.
Yeah.
I mean, Santa's Summer House is...
Classic.
It's like The Godfather, the Citizen Kane of bad Christmas movies. But, you know, there's loads of... And they're all the same sort of thing. It's always, you know, someone who doesn't really like Christmas visits somewhere Christmassy, falls in love with Christmas, meets the love of their life, and, you know... And so this is the exact same thing. Now, the title I've given, the title might already exist. It's called A Town Called Christmas.
Oh.
And it's about literally a town called Christmas. But it's about a woman called Sarah.
Ooh.
And she is a location scout for a TV show about small towns in America.
Sarah the location scout.
Yeah. So she's not the host of the show. She scouts these little towns out. Quirky little towns. And the idea of the TV show is this woman goes there and it's like, do you remember Wish You Were Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, thank you. Glad you do, because that was a lovely show. And it was like a holiday one. This one is, you know, this woman, she's the host of the show, and she goes to a little town.
So she was the talent scout.
This is no. This is someone else.
Oh.
The host of this show. I don't know what the name of the show is. Small Town America, maybe. She goes to these little places and, you know, finds out what the people are about and what keeps...
What you bet?
What you bet, look? She finds out, you know, what is community spirit all about? What is it like to be in these small towns? And Sarah is looking for places for the Christmas special.
Oh.
And she finds a town. This is kind of like a fantasy type thing. It's not realistic. But she finds a town called Christmas that is so far north that it's even snowy during the summer.
Oh.
And the winters are very harsh. But there is a moment during December where it's clear enough to celebrate Christmas before the big, what they call hibernation, where, you know, they stay indoors mostly. So, okay, well, this is quite an interesting place. Let's send Sarah there to check it out and, you know, find out, you know, about the locals and stuff. So when she arrives, her car immediately gets stuck in snow. She goes there during the winter, right? And so rather than... She's only supposed to be there for like a couple of days, but now she's stuck in the snow. Oh. She's snowed in. She finds she's there for a week.
Oh, how unexpected.
She doesn't want to be there, you know. It's I don't like doing this job. I don't like
Christmas.
I don't like these small towns where I can't get mobile phone reception and dual technology and stuff. And but of course, while she's there, she meets Mayor Harris.
Is he a mayor?
He is a mayor.
That was his full name.
His name is Mayor Harris.
My name is Mayor Harris.
My parents had high ambitions for me, lofty ambitions. I've let them down in the plumb. But he's a young fella. He's a young mayor. He's not like... She thinks, oh, Mayor Harris is going to be this old white-haired old man. He's like, hey, try our local chili. It's the best in all America.
That's his brother Richard Harris.
Yeah.
Played by Ricky Thompson.
So she thinks, oh, it's going to be this old fella. Then, here's this big hunk of a man who comes on and says, hi, I'm Mayor Harris. I'm young and attractive.
I'm big-headed by the time.
And, you know, of course, she falls in love with him because, he's gorgeous.
Who is a dish? Is a dish of sprouts.
You know, like I say, she falls in love with him and over Christmas, they spend Christmas together because, you know, she's stranded there. And I was thinking maybe he's got, like, a daughter from a previous marriage, but his wife ran away.
He's saying ran over her.
Could at the hospital, funnily enough. Our daughter was in there. She just got run over. And she got run over again on the way out. No, like
by the same car. He reversed out the car park.
Damn it, not again. Same person too. But yeah, so he's got this daughter and, you know, the wife, and she's an adorable little girl. Oh, she's lovely. What kind of mother would abandon her own child? One so adorable as well, Ben, I ask you.
A horrible woman?
Exactly.
Yes.
And so, you know, Sarah falls in love with the mayor. She falls in love with the... Well, not literally in love with the daughter, but she loves the daughter, you know. And she starts to love this town and see, well, you know, maybe these small towns aren't so bad. Maybe there are better things in life than, you know, technology and...
Maybe she's quite lonely as well. So Christmas is a family and loved ones. Yeah,
exactly. But Ben, she has to leave.
No!
She has to leave Christmas. Oh. You know, she's only there as a location scout. She reluctantly leaves. But she goes to her boss and says, "We should definitely film an episode here." And the boss is like, it's too late now, it's too... Seeing how harsh the winter was there, how you got stuck there, I don't think we should film that. It's too difficult. She says, "It snows in the summer.
Yeah.
It's so far north that it even snows in the summer. Remember I told you that?"
Yeah.
Well, so what happens is they get in touch with the mayor, they get in touch with all the people who are, involved and everything, and they say, the Christmas parade, there's a big Christmas parade, by the way. The Christmas parade you have every, Christmas. Could you stage that in the summer? So we can film it for the show? And I'm like, yeah, fine, yeah, sure. We are a town called Christmas, after all. Christmas is in our blood. So Sarah goes back with the crew, only to find that it's actually a surprisingly warm summer. And people are
they're in shorts.
Yeah, having a Christmas parade. So the boss is like, "What the hell are you doing, Sarah?" And then she's like, "Oh, you know what? You're fired. Screw you." Man, she reacted really badly to the news. I thought she might be upset, but no, she just screamed. Well, she's like, I don't care. There's more to life than flash cars and, fancy gadgets. And...
I think you said flash cards.
There's more to life than all that. I found the man I love and I want to marry him and live here in Christmas.
Yay! What a nice happy ending.
Yeah, and and she falls in love with
They get married?
Yes, of course. I was just looking at so I was thinking of who would be in it. And I've got a couple of ideas. I was thinking the mayor could have a dad who's heavily involved.
Heavily drunk.
He's the catch. He is my son. He's I love you. No, I was thinking the mayor could have a dad who, talks his praises. I was thinking John Mahoney from Frasier.
Oh, not your friend, John Mahoney.
No, not for our old mate from school. Could play him. I was thinking for Sarah, the main character, I was thinking it's like a Halle Berry type. I think Halle Berry's probably too good to get, I was thinking someone...
You've not seen her in Catwoman.
Yeah, good point, actually. But I think she's too big of a star. We need like a TV star. Someone who's only doing adverts, or commercials, as they call them in America. And then I think a Ryle, our good friend Ryle Reynolds.
Ryle
Reynolds. I think like a Ryle Reynolds type.
For the mayor?
For the mayor, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, thank you. I mean, I admit it's not a good idea.
It is.
Well, I think it's a good idea, but to be honest, if that film was on the telly, I would not watch it.
You would, and then you'd call me and tell me
how bad it is.
But, no, I like it. I want you to make it.
Oh, I'll do that just now. As long as you make, what was your idea now? Christmas Island.
Maybe that should be like next year for our Christmas present.
We have to make a movie.
Make one of the ideas we've mentioned on the podcast.
Oh, I'm getting you a spider cannon. Big fast spider!
And I'll get you some battered chips.
Thanks.
I know where to get them.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
No, I'll get you a stained glass jigsaw puzzle.
Hey! I'll get you a paint by numbers advent calendar.
Yay! I'll get you a date with Ariana Grande.
Hey!
Or a cardboard cutout of it.
That'll suffice. Right, well, those are our 12 ideas of Christmas.
Yep, they were. So, I guess all that's left to say is, have a very Merry Christmas.
Have a very Merry Christmas. That's not the lyrics, is it?
Have a Halle Berry Christmas. Have a very Merry Christmas.
Indeed, and a very Happy New Year when that time comes.
And we'll see you next year.
Oh, don't forget our plugs, Ben.
Yep, we're on Instagram, Ben and Mike Idea. We've just set up a TikTok account,
yes,
also Ben and Mike Idea.
What, just doing stupid dances?
So we're going to try and figure out how to use that. Our website, benandmike.co.uk.
Also, Ben.
Yeah, I do know me, yeah.
That's good, I'm glad about that. Because it'd be worrying if you didn't. Do I know me? I don't know. Who am I? Who are you? Ben, at this point of the show, or podcast, I always do a silly little plug. Oh,
like Instagram.
Instagram. Oh, what am I like?
What a silly idea.
Well, I've got a serious one. Because I don't know if you remember this, because you're quite surprised. But we recorded a song.
Oh, yes, we did. We went to a recording studio and everything.
We did, yeah. A proper recording studio, not just like a studio apartment. A proper full-on recording studio, and recorded a professional song.
Yeah.
A Christmas song.
Just for you, lot.
Yeah.
And everyone else.
And everybody else, yeah. But we're going to play you that single.
Yes.
The new Christmas single right now.
And here it is. Thanks for listening. See you next year.
Woo!
Hey there, Santa, we've been good boys. Won't you bring us lots of toys? I haven't hit my brother this year, even when he got on my nerves.
I never swore at cold colours, even though it's what they deserve.
We've been real good, so I think you should bring us some festive cheer. And if you don't, then maybe we won't be quite as good next year. So Santa, please be kind, leave us lots of gifts behind. Santa, please be kind, or else.
Whenever I insulted someone, I always said,
no offence. When I ran that kid over, I paid his hospital expense. We've been real kind, so if you don't mind, bring us some toys and games. And if you leave us sad, we might turn bad. Now wouldn't that be a shame? So Santa, please be kind, leave us lots of gifts behind. Santa, please be kind, or else. Just to show we're serious, we've kidnapped an elf.
we might burn down your workshop, then you'd have to blame yourself.
So Santa, please be kind, leave us lots of gifts behind. Santa, please be kind, or we'll play the kazoo. Santa, please be kind, leave us lots of gifts behind. Santa, please be kind, or else.